Okay, good morning. Here we are once again. So I've got this small band today and my ball. So get your Pilates ring and then 3 sets of weight, lighter-ish, not light, but lighter-ish, medium, and then heavy. Okay, take your feet to the edges of the mat. Hands on your hips. You're just going side to side. Nice and slow. We get a nice warm up here before we start these weights. Now start to circle, maybe a few in one direction and then change. Let's go the opposite way. Okay, so make a fist, thumbs up. You're going to send the elbows back. You're going to keep your feet nice and wide. Send your hips back and really weight as much as you can into the heels as you start to fold down. Make sure you're drawing the belly up and in towards the spine. Should feel really good for your upper legs. I'm going to do 4 more, nice and slow. Keep those elbows high, so you should already feel that upper back working. Okay, now just release the arms. Nice little sway, loosen up. We're going to do a couple of side body stretches here coming up. So you're going to sweep the right arm all the way up. Really try to reach it long and then send it over. You can let that hip go to the right a little bit. And then let's do the same on the opposite side. Big reach of that arm. And then come back up. Okay, we're going to bring the feet in hip width apart. You're going to send the elbows back again. Give me a nice proud chest. And not only do the elbows go back, but they also pull towards each other and start your good mornings. Sending the hips far back and getting all your weight into your heels. Couple more. Okay, relax the arms. We got a little balance challenge coming up here. So hands on your hips, you're going to pick up the right leg and do your foot circles. Go the opposite way. Then point and flex. And then let's switch to the other leg. Try to get that knee up pretty high. So I want you to feel the hip flexors working here. Change the direction. And then point and flex. Nice. Put that foot down. You're going to step your left foot forward, but I want the right heel down on the mat and both legs nice and long. Figure out how much distance you can get from front to back with both heels down. Hands to heart, you're going to fold halfway down and you're just going to hold. So drawing the belly in, keeping the spine long. Just get to a spot where you really feel the glute pulling. Then you're just going to hold here. Okay, now let the hands come down to the floor. Let your head go. So now you're just looking between your legs. Your spine is flexed. Try not to offset weight into the hands, right? You just want them gently touching the surface to help with balance. Bring the hands up onto the shin, extend the spine. Now we're gonna let the hands come out to the side, the arms, and then lift the torso back up. Hold on this spot, turn your palms to face upwards, and then sweep the arms up slowly. You still have both legs long. You're gonna feel the balance challenge here. Okay, bring your hands to heart. You're gonna bend this leg, power back, and switch up sides. So make the space from front to back as big as you can with the legs long and the heel down. Come down to a good little spot where you feel that glute pulling and just hang out. Both feet facing forwards. You know, let's fold down over the leg, let the head release. Okay, we're gonna inhale and extend the spine. So hands up on your shin and then send them out to the side like an airplane. And then start to push through that front heel as you bring the torso back up. Lift the palms, reach up towards the ceiling. Try to get the arms nice and straight and long. Bring your hands to heart, bend your front leg, send it back. Come all the way to the back of the mat. Big deep breath. We're gonna swan dive it down and walk out to plank. Take plenty of steps to get there. If you can do it with the straight leg, great. Once you're in plank, knees soften, hips pull back. Nice big deep breath. And then send the hips all the way forward. Take your gaze, look straight ahead. Most important here is to pull the belly in. Send it back, keep it there. Big deep breath. And then exhale as you pull forward. One more time, back. And now meet me on all fours. So bring the wrists under the shoulders. You're going to take the left hand to the left ear and lift the left shoulder up towards the ceiling. Try not to move the hips. And then switch. Right hand to right ear, lift. You're holding, you're trying to lift higher, and then release and switch. Left shoulder. Switch. One more time on each side. Nice. Now walk your hands out and let the hips come forward a little bit, not all the way, kind of like you're in a kneeling push-up position. So you feel a lot of weight coming into the arms, but you've got your hips up a little bit and the belly engaged. We're going to tap opposite shoulders. So if you have the wrists underneath the shoulders, this is going to seem super easy. You really need to be in a push-up position in order for this to be somewhat challenging. You're just going to alternate side to side. So the knees are not under the hips, right? Keep going, a few more. Okay, send the hips back. I want you on the tops of your feet this time. Relax in child's pose. Come back up onto all fours. You're going to do a few cat-cows here, maybe 3 or 4. At your own pace. Really make an asserted effort to push away from the floor when that spine is flexed. You can shift the hips back somewhat if that feels good for the lower back to get a little more stretch. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna meet on our mat. We're gonna start with arms today. We're gonna do a lot of tricep work. So you can use 2 weights or 1. I'm gonna use 2. But you can also switch, right? If you've gone too heavy, you can always switch to lighter. Okay, so you're lying down. You have 2 weights in your hands. Weights are up to the ceiling. And you're going to have your palms face each other. Now I want you to get flat on your shoulder blades and press the back of the shoulders into the floor. Make that double chin we talked about. Give me a pelvic tilt with your legs bent so you feel a connection with your lower back to the mat. We're going to start out alternating. So you're going to slowly lower the right weight down to tap the shoulder and then pick it back up. And then switch over to the opposite arm, down slow and back up. So one weight's just pressing up towards the ceiling and the other one is moving. But be really slow about it, especially when you're coming down. Okay, so now that we have the movement pattern and the pace down, we're going to do 2 at a time. So still coming down slowly and back up. Keep the shoulders pressing into the floor. You're going to do 8 more like this. And then we're going to do a quick little transition to a lat pull. Okay, so with your hands straight up towards the ceiling, everything else is the same. This time you're just going to have the weights touch each other. So bring them in, palms still face. You're going to put a little bend in the elbows as you send the arms back. Keep the stomach pressing down, the ribs low, and the lower back on the floor with a double chin. Oh my goodness, we have so much shit to remember. It's not even funny. They say that's why exercise is good for cognitive health. It's good for our brains. So you're just going back as far as you can. Maybe the weights tap the floor, maybe they don't. So as long as you're feeling it in your lats. Couple more if you can do it. And then we're going to give our arms just a break. Okay, so rock and roll up, put those weights down. We're going to find that little bend and we're going to work our outer hips. I'm going to get my water. Okay, so bend around the ankles, just above the ankles. And then you're lying back down. The legs are straight up towards the ceiling. And again, it's the same position of the torso and shoulders. So press those shoulders into the floor. Get that belly pushing down, and then you open out nice and wide, and you close with resistance. So we're going to work a lot of the smaller muscles today. On Saturday, we worked a lot of the big muscles of the body. So time to switch things up. Let's do 15 more of these. Nice and slow. Keep that double chin, keep the shoulders pushing down into the floor. Lower back on the mat, so you got that little pelvic tilt. Ten more. Then we got to hold before we take this band off. Make sure you're not losing any range of motion as you start to find these more challenging. You got to just work a little harder for it. 6 to go. And then when you get done, you're holding the legs as far apart as you can. Okay, hold them out. A little wider. Five more seconds. Okay, let it go. Get rid of the band. Ooh, that was getting tough. But that's what we want. Okay, we have another round of triceps. We're going to work a lot of triceps today. Sue and I need to get our arms in shape for our big wedding coming up. Okay, so lying back down. Actually, I'm going to switch it. I'm going to use one heavy 15 instead of two like we did first round. But you do you, whatever's just going to challenge these triceps. Okay, so tilt that pelvis, get that back down. Come down nice and slowly and back up. You really need to concentrate on keeping the elbows from moving backwards. So nice and slow is always a good way, especially on the way down. Going up, you can go a little quicker, but we want to try to do 15 reps slowly. The bigger muscle of the arm compared to the bicep is the tricep muscle. So I think it's 70%, biceps 30. So if we don't want flabby arms, it's good to work this tricep. Hopefully you're feeling a little shaken, bacon, burning, all of the above. Keep that double chin and your ribs low. Okay, I'm going to squeeze in here 3 more. And then we're going to do a little hold, not for long though. You're just going to send the arm, the weight back maybe a third of the way and just hold it in place. So do that now, just for about 5 more seconds. And done. Put it down. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, another break for these arms. Now you grab your Pilates ring. I'm going to use my little ball here. So back down, working the inner thighs. Again, same torso position. It's all about the squeeze and the release. So make it slow and controlled, very deliberate. So it's about 3 counts in each direction without any holds to start. Make sure you've got a little tilt up of that pelvis. So you feel that lower back pressing down into the floor. Okay, so give me a hold. Just squeeze and hold. Now go back to in and out. 3 counts in each direction for 10 reps. Okay, now hold it with all your might. You're squeezing. Give me 10 more reps in and out on 3 counts. Last 3, then you got that 1 more hold. Okay, squeeze and hold. And release it. Say goodbye to that equipment. Okay. Get some weights. We're going to do some triceps. Who knew? Whether you're using 1 or 2, this is your last round of triceps today. So little micro bend in the elbows, coming down slow and up at whatever pace really floats your boat. It's the down part we want to keep nice and slow. So there really should be no movement between the elbow and the shoulder. They should just be stacked. And then the only part of the arm moving is the forearm. Keep your wrists neutral. And hopefully, if your weights are challenging, you're going to feel shaking going on. That's what we want. Embrace the shake. And more. Then you got that little hold coming up, so start psyching yourself up. Okay, give me that hold, take it down a little bit, maybe a third of the way. Just hold. And rock and roll yourself up. Woo. Okay, we're gonna find that small band again. And we're gonna do some clamshell work and some side body. Piriformis, sides of the legs. Okay, so take the band above the knees. And then you're gonna lie down on your right side. Grab a pillow if it's easier for your head. I sort of just tuck in a towel, but whatever makes you comfy. I also rest my head on my arm and I extend my arm back. So nice little bend in the legs. You're gonna lift that top leg up and lower down slowly. So your feet are gonna stay connected to start, and it's just the knee moving up and down without letting the hip roll back. So take that left hand, put it on your hip. Make sure it stays stacked over the bottom one. So even if you feel like you're limiting the range of motion by keeping the hips stacked, that's what you want. So nice and slow, that 3 counts. That's your pace each way. Do 3 more, and then we're gonna let the bottom foot lift up as well, keeping it at the same height as the knee. So here we go. Comes up, so you're gonna get more range, and then lower down slowly. Lift and lower. The top leg stays bent, of course. Right, so when you lower it, it's just resting in its starting point. You really want to make sure you're breaking the momentum on each rep. So let the leg release as it sits on the bottom one. And then you're starting from scratch again to lift it up. You have 10 more. Last 4. Then we're going to take it to a straight leg on the top and lift and lower. And the heel, knee, and hip should make a straight line. Okay, relax the leg on the bottom. Just give it a second to release. Now lift it back up. Straight leg now going down and up. Remember, the heel lines up with the hip. Five to go. Nice job. Okay, roll back. we're going to lie now on the left side. So get comfy, extend that arm back, rest your head on your arm. That's the easiest way to go. Right hand to your hip to make sure it's not rolling backwards when you start to lift the top knee up. Really challenge each rep. Try to get it as high as you can. Keep the feet connected. You have 5 more reps like this. Okay, so now the feet come apart, the leg lifts, but it's bent. Up and down with control, resting at the bottom of each rep. So we eliminate momentum. And if this feels easy, you need to change your band. Could feel a lot of tension right over that hip. Okay, take it to that straight leg, heel, hip, and shoulder in a straight line going up and down, foot flexed. Four more. And relax. Okay. Take that band off. Whew, that was getting tough. Little sip of water. Just for shits and giggles, we're doing one more round of triceps. So I'm going to use 2 weights this time. You do you though, if you want to stick with one. So get into position, let those shoulders press into the floor. Slowly coming down, slowly going up. We're going to do 13 reps. If you need to switch to a lighter weight, by all means, but try to keep going. Two more for me. Okay, rock and roll yourself up. We're going to come up into a bridge. So I'm going to take my 15-pound weight, set it on my hips, walk my feet in as close to my butt as I can get them. And then I'm going to put all the weight into my heels. I'm going to tilt my pelvis up and then come up into that bridge. And we're just going to hold here for a little bit. So make sure the back of the arms are off the floor. Squeeze those buns. Your feet are hip width apart. And you're just holding and breathing. We got this, right? This isn't so bad. Make sure you're giving me that double chin. Okay, lift your left heel up off the floor and then put it down and switch to the right. It's a little bit of work for your calves. Like, why not, right? So one heel up, one stays down to start, and then we'll do both at the same time. Just warming up these hammies. Okay, lift both heels up and then lower. Give me 10 reps. And then we're going to do some walkouts to get these hamstrings firing up a bit more. Okay, so with your heels down, pick the pads of the feet up off the floor. Step out both heels one at a time, just a little bit. Now, if you can't do the step out with the pads off the floor, by all means, keep your feet down on the mat. You can also squish them out, slide them out. But right now we're just holding. You should already feel a little more of the hamstring than you did when you started the bridge. So let's try to inch these feet forward some more, maybe an inch or two. Important to keep the bridge. So if you feel your butt getting closer to the floor, try to pick it back up, squeeze those glutes, keep the belly pressing down. It's all about the lower body now. Try to slide them out a little more. Keep that butt up. We're soon to be done here, and then we're going to get a nice stretch. So challenge it now. Five more seconds, and then you're going to lower very slowly, one vertebrae at a time. So start coming down slow. You're going to take that weight off to the side, put it down. You don't need it right now. Now step your feet in. First, before we stretch out the hammies, we're just going to rock the pelvis a little bit. So forward and tilting up and back. Nice and slow. Working your full range here as you draw the belly down. Nice. Now send the legs all the way down along the floor. Arms go all the way back. I want you to point your toes, spread your fingers wide, tuck your chin, start to roll it up Pilates style. And now we get to stretch out the hammies. So press the back of the knees into the floor. Dive between the legs. Just enjoy. From here, we go to a happy baby. Then we do the Sean stretch, and then we're done. Get to start our day. feeling like we've already accomplished so much for us. Okay, roll it back down. Little happy baby stretch, why not? Keep your shoulders pressing into the floor. I like to just hold still in the beginning, keeping my lower back on the floor. And then you use your arms to try to get your knees a little closer, but try not to compromise the shoulders while you do that. So you want them to stay in place. Okay, now maybe add a little gentle sway, or not. You gotta do you, whatever feels good. Okay, let's bring both knees into the chest, give them a nice big hug. And now you're going to send the right leg down along the floor, hold the left knee in close. So you get a nice stretch over the top of that right hip flexor. And then switch sides. And now it's time for the Sean stretch. So the legs come down, but you keep a bend in them. Cross the right knee over the left. You're gently, make sure you have room, no weights in the way. Gently let the knees go to the right. Not all the way. You kind of got to play that little tug of war. And then get that left arm moving backwards. Nice and long and straight, reaching. So we like to use the right leg to work the left knee closer to the floor. But you want to keep the left chest pointing straight up to the ceiling. Try to keep that left shoulder pressing down towards the floor. And stretching too is all about exploring the best position. Maybe you have more of a bend in your legs, maybe you have less. Wherever you find a spot that feels good, it's kind of like winning the lottery. Or maybe not so much, but close. So switch up the angle of the arm if you like, but keep working that leg down. And now let the legs come up. So you're back on your backside. Before we do the other side, bring both knees up and give them a nice big hug up into the chest. Just a little reset for your lower back. And now send the legs back down and cross the left over the right. And they're going down. Nice and slow to the left. The arm comes up and goes straight back. And again, you're finding a spot that feels good for you. We did a lot of side body work, so you want to feel this stretch all the way over the top of that hip. Change up the angle of the arm a little bit. Okay, bring that arm back in, bring the knees back up, uncross them, bigger bend in the legs now. You're just going to let the knees roll to the left. So you're going right over the glute and then go the opposite way. And just sort of rock it side to side. Get some good blood flow back into these glutes. Okay, so now I want you to cross your right knee over the left. Bring your knees in towards you and find the outsides of your feet. Now you're going to use your arms to pull the feet and the legs in nice and close. So again, feeling this on the outside of the right hip. Keep your feet flexed. I know we're out of time. We're just going to do the other side. Just give yourself one more big breath, and then you're going to cross over the opposite way. So left over right. Hug them in. Nice. Uncross. Rock and roll yourself up. We're going to get up onto our tippy toes. And then full forward fold as you roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Take a nice big deep breath, reach, reach, reach. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. We got it done, didn't we?